All right, we're back. Let's try to do this again. If the stream cut off as well, we'll probably just leave it for tomorrow. But I really just want to go through the rest of what we were going through and then just wrap it up. And I want to see, I mean, tomorrow I'm out most of the day, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to investigate the chat latency thing. But I will try to fix it from now until tomorrow's stream. But let's carry on where we were. So we were in the organs, right? So we were just reviewing all the settings. So again, organs only have high pass filter, Cubase native, the channel strip one. And then they go to limiter. This is just from gain staging with a little bit of a distortion. Compressor. And then you go through another stage of a little bit of a lift, tiny bit more of distortion, and just a trimmer plugin to, balance the sound. And then another transient designer. This one is increasing the attack, doing nothing to the sustain. And I think we were demonstrating how they sound like all together. So this is a section that has all of the organs. 1, 2, 3. The bass on one of the organs, the bass is very nice. Let me actually find out which one. Definitely not these two. It's definitely yeah, the bass on is very warm. It's a very warm sound. I mean, as you've seen how many distortions we've put on it. Oh, cool. All right, now we talk about piano layers. So, let me see if there is a segment where all of them are playing. Yes, this verse right here. I think all of the pianos are playing together. So we'll go one by one. So we've got the sine one. Right, this one only has a high pass filter. And then you've got another piano gentle contact. Right, high pass filter only. And then easy keys. And as you can see, all of them are playing different octaves. So now all three pianos together, they sound like this. And each one is playing a different octave. And then you've got more of like a hybrid ambient piano, mallets from Heaviosity, also playing the same thing, but this is adding texture. So let me just play that by itself. No, oh, sorry, this is the VCA. This is the mallet. Just kind of like ambience. And I think this is gain staged low if we go and the SSL. Also high pass because it has a lot of low end from the reverb, and another EQ for some build-ups, only on the mid, not on the side, right? So I just wanted to remove the build-up in the mids on 2 bands. As you can see, M is mid, right? Cool. Right, next is the piano roll, which comes in right here. Right. this one also just an high pass filter, nothing else. And then we've got the death piano, which is an out of tune piano for the breakdown. So this, like, it's kind of like detuned, not really out of tune, but it doesn't sound alright, which is what we wanted to create, that creepy atmosphere. Also just a high pass. This one is not as aggressive because there isn't a lot of build up. It's playing only with the organs and sustained guitars. Okay, and now all of these pianos go to a piano group. It has a limiter with some push on it. It's got keys compressor on the glue to glue all of them together, especially for the section that has all of them playing at the same time. Got virtual mix rack, some transient designer so that the attack can cut through all of the layers. A little bit of a lift, distortion to trim the transient, so the transient now is cutting through the layer, but then we trim, well, not we trim, we warm down the transients with some distortion. And then normally I have trimmer at the end, doesn't mean that I'm using it, but normally when I open virtual mix rack I have a trimmer anyway, just for if I need to quickly gain stage. EQ. This one is on the entire piano group, so it's probably a lot of like resonance and build up. And as you can see, it's very specific frequencies we're dealing with here, and I think they're all dynamic. Yeah. So I go to a section where all of them are playing. I think this is, I based it on the notes of the chords, so this is F, B, C sharp, E, F sharp, and G, which is the same notes as the chord progression. And I think when there is like a sustained like dun, 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 these longer notes, having a dynamic EQ on them, because I don't want it to be all the time. I just want it to cut when there's a build up, right? And that build up happens when all of the pianos hit the sustained notes. Cool. And then we go to I think that's it, right? Oh no, a transient designer. And then this one is the attack is increased by 3, and that's it. Cool. Harps. Okay, harps. We've got the French harp and the Italian harp. So let's get a section where they're playing. So they're playing exactly the same register, same notes, same everything, but both of them added like you know, a cool sound. Limiter, again with push 30%. Same compressor that I use for pianos and organs. And type of like dynamic compressor slash saturator. I really like the, you know, fatness that this does. And yeah, and then we go to SSL. Probably this was from a lot of build-ups, probably from this, to be honest with you. And then we go to this is probably most definitely like 100%, especially because it's on 30 dB we're looking at. This is definitely a post mix type of change, you know, like final touches type of change, like mix feedback type of change. We took a little bit of the attack off, and we've added a little bit of sustain. Especially, I think I wanted that for this part. Okay, and next we've got the bells. So the bells happen a few times. Let me show you where. where the breakdown. Right, so this is how it sounds by itself. So here we've got 4 hits. One's like the downbeat one is quieter, and you know, the beginning of the bar is louder. And it happens multiple times. I think it happens. There's a big one here at the end of the breakdown. Right, it's different note. Normally I put them all on B, I think, but this one is F. So we've got some processing on this one. So we've got I've tried this. I've never tried this before, actually. I've tried it for the first time here. It's like a kind of a drive from SSL. Because I've got the suite from SSL very recently, I'm playing around with the plugins to see if there's something I like. Some EQ here. Apparently I didn't like this frequency in the bell a lot. Probably this is the sustain of the bell. Another few frequencies that I didn't like. This is on 30, so this is actually pretty deep. Like this 10 dB, I think. Yes, 10 dB. This is 6. Yeah. It's probably like, I think this, it looks like this is a resonance of this. So what note is this? This is B, this is C, this is D. Interesting. And then a transient designer. I'm pretty sure this is for the sustain. Yeah, to put the sustain down. Let me just see the attack here. Attack nothing. Yeah, definitely for the sustain. All right. And then you've got the bells run, which is this one. Okay, so this has a distortion, same one. I kind of probably copied, like literally copied it from here. And then I've got a vocal multiplier, Howard Benson from JST. And I've used the preset keys helper. This one. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've edited it. Yes, I think it wasn't on 25%. I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah. I think something changed here. I don't know what it is. Obviously, I'm not gonna save this session, but yeah, I reduced it to 25% apparently. Cool. And then we go to the choir. Choir. What do we have? Choir. Male, female. And then you've got the shout here. Okay, so let's go one by one. I think the male and the female are exactly identical. So we've got EQ here, and we've got EQ here. Same thing, I guess, yeah. Which is weird, because I should have done the females a little bit deeper. FFL, okay, so this is Saturn. I turned it off, apparently, when I finished mastering. It's probably this bypass was like a post-mix thing. I think I wasn't getting the attack from it, and you know, the saturation was killing a lot of the transients. Multiplier, I'm pretty sure this is default. Like nothing is touched here. No, this was definitely also 50, and I've put it down to 15. So that's on both of them, identical. And then the shout, it's probably the same thing, but I've kept Saturn. And I removed the multiband thing, so I've applied it on everything. Dynamic, okay. Cool. Alright, so that is choir. Now on the group of the choir, we've got a vocals comp on transparent. I think during the mixing I've put it to blend and it fucked the choir for a long time. Then I changed the settings, changed this parameter, and changed the comp level. I think I was compressing at like 5 dB, minus 5 dBs, and I've changed it to minus 3. Can't remember exactly every move, but let's just see how much this is compressing. Yeah. So this is what this is doing. And then I did, right, of course, parallel particles. I love this plugin. I've added byte and a little bit of air, nothing in these. I think I actually used this on the toms as well. I didn't say that. 1 second. I'm pretty sure I've used it on the toms somewhere. This one here. Yes. To add sub. I forgot to say in the previous stream, but that's there. What else? Wire. What else we've done? Pro Q. Mid range. This is probably a post mix move. Tape, definitely post mix. I think I've replaced something with this, probably Saturn. And oops, here we go again with Cubase. The session is very big to a point where this keeps on happening. But let's load it again. But yeah, I'm positive that on that one, I've done it on the transients. On the attack, not on the transient. The entire thing is a transient, but on the attack. I've also played with some of the stereo out plugins, I think, and I've applied at the very end a reference EQ, and I've blended that in. So I've used the song "Levitate" by Bleed From Within to reference EQ it with my master, like with how the track sounds. And then you can apply certain amount of EQ. So sometimes what I do is I look at it, I try to identify which is like what area is a mistake and whatnot, and I would either put it manually or I would use the smooth fader and the amount fader, right? I try not to overdo it, because otherwise you'll fuck your mix. So like I really pay attention when I do this. That's why most of the time I do it manually. Like I look at the curve, the matched curve. I see where I could improve stuff, and sometimes I don't like, the choice that the reference has, because it's a different track that I approve. Sometimes I replicate them in my own quantities. Like doesn't have to be 6 dBs or 3 dBs. Maybe it needs 1 dB or something. Like because I'm not trying to match exactly their curve. I'm trying to get a reference. Literally in the full meaning of the word reference. I just want to get a reference of that mix to guide me. But here I think I've used the smooth fader and the amount fader. And we will check when it opens up, but I'm pretty sure the amount was on 75 or something, and then the smooth was on 50 or something like this. Yeah, that's number one. Number two is during the, like literally during the very final touches when I was doing like car tests and stuff, I've tried to download the, what's it called? Sound ID from SonarWorks is the company's name. Yeah, SonarWorks. So they've got Sound ID, and I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with Sound ID now. But basically, it's the technology that corrects your system as much as it can, right? So they've got two things that you can either get the software, and the software alone can help you with headphones. But if you want monitors, then you would get the mic. So just to try the technology out, because I'm planning to maybe invest in it. It sounds like something, a home studio user could really benefit from. So to test it, I've downloaded the trial version and I've used it on the, headphone. So you can download the headphone software as a plugin, and you put it at the very last plugin in your stereo out, very, very last plugin in your stereo out. And then it has profiles for, the most popular headphones. Now I use HD 650 from Sennheiser, and they've got a profile for that. So what you do is you put it there and you click on your profile, and what will happen is that it will reverse the profile, so it will put an EQ curve that is very detailed in the polar opposite of your headphones curve, aiming to flatten it so you can hear like as much as possible a flat response, which will help you, hopefully make better decisions to a certain extent. And I've tried it at the very, very end, and it worked. The only thing you need to remember is you need to remember to either remove the plugin when you export, and I'll tell you why removing it only worked for me, or bypass it. Like they tell you actually to disable, the word they use is disable. They say make sure you disable the plugin before you export, because you don't want the listeners to hear the corrections of your EQ curve. So I've tried that. The problem is when you have it after ozone, after your limiter, it actually leaks peaks again, so you don't have the minus 0.3 ceiling anymore, and your stereo out will clip. So the only way to get rid of that, I find, obviously I've only used it one time, but is to actually remove the plugin altogether when you want to export. When you're ready to export, just remove the plugin, and then this will leave ozone or whatever limiting software you're using to maintain the ceiling that you've put. But that's on that. Anyway, where were we? We were doing choir, and I was getting this. Okay, here it is. Right. So as I said, attack 6 dBs. Wanted a lot of attack from this one. Cool. Percussion. Let's go to percussion. So we've got a crescendo, and we've got the actual percussion session that's split to 2 libraries, and we've got gongs and cymbals. So we'll start with the crescendo, right? So we've got crescendos. Let's just close this folder. Let's close the strings folder. Let's close the guitar folder and the woodwinds folder, and open the percussion folder. Right. So where do we have crescendos? Here it is. So this section, for example, it seems like, and I remember doing this during the mix, I decided that the impact of the crescendo, let me show you how it sounds like. Right? So obviously, normally it sounds like, this sound wave should be like this, right? This is the normal level of it. But it seems like the sustain of the hit was too much, or the hit was too much itself. So that's why in every single one of these crescendos, I chopped it right where the hit is, and I've put it down by, where is it? Oh, minus 3 dB. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Yeah, probably was cumbersome a little bit to hear. On that, I've done, this is the EQ. I think I've got this exact EQ from my Asari Night on the Road to Damascus preset from that track, and I didn't change anything. And the reason why is that because I'm using exactly the same crescendo sound that I've used there. So I've left it as it is, and then I've used smash and grab for grab to get the transients, not to smash the transients, but to make them present. I've put it on toms, because this is like taikos, and a little bit of saturation, I think 30%. The rest is, I've put a little bit of air. I actually didn't pay attention to this. Yeah, and that's it. These are the settings for this. Cool. And then we've got fab filter for some distortion. So this band here is at 30, and this band is at 50. Nothing else has changed. Some gain adjustments here, and then a transient designer, transify, and I believe this is only the mids, so low, mid, and mid. Nothing here is happening. These two are on. That's it. Cool. Moving to percussion session. So these two bad boys here. So we've got first Cerberus. Cool. And then you've got damage, and this is, I think, damage The Last of Us preset. Yes, damage Uncharted. Right. So on both of them, let's just go with them in parallel, right? So bomb, bomb, bomb. So we'll start with, we'll start with the EQ on this one. Very similar to the EQ on this one. I think I took this from here. Yeah, probably just changed something, deleted this or put this down. And then this definitely gonna be the same, I'm pretty sure, because normally what I do is I want to blend both sounds together. Yep, there it is. And then we've got fab filter. Same distortion is gonna be here. You know it. And then what is this? Oh, I've used an S1. That's interesting. Cool. And it's on 1.2. Normally 1.2 is the session, is the amount I go for, or 1.4 maybe. Anything else, it would be for an effect, not for a correction. Like it would be kind of a like if I'm doing something synthetic, like on purpose, then maybe I would do something like that. Gongs and cymbals, I didn't do anything unless there's something here. There isn't anything here, so I left it as is. Percussion section, yeah, nothing going on. All right, let's move to synths and pads and all of that. So start one by one. I think a lot of this I've done in Cubase is EQ. Let me see what sections I've done Cubase EQ. Okay, the risers and stuff like that. Right. That's it. I think here. Yeah, just the risers and all of that. The rest is untouched. Okay, so this pad here, which is this one. So this has a limiter, push on 38, and then Pro Q with a dynamic on the fundamental. Next is we've got, where does it play? It plays here as well. Got this. Alright. No, nothing actually. There's nothing happening on this plugin here. Probably the level was okay. Let me see. Did I open the right one? Yes, I did. Nothing's happening on that. And then some EQ. Probably this is interesting actually. This is probably to bring that distortion up. Okay, and then we've got so limiter with a push, and then dynamic EQ because of this and this, right? Then you've got another pad, which is this one. And this plays, I think, under the... where does this play? Oh, this is actually with the breakdown, not on the build-up. Let's see if you can hear it. solo, right? This has a limiter, 25% push, and again, I use this EQ with most of the pads and the ambience, just fundamental, dynamic, and high pass until it's necessary. And then that's it. And then Frozo, I think I know where this one. Let me just minimize this. This one is with the build up. So let's hear it by itself. It's very reminiscent of the one that comes after it, the one we've just heard. So again, limiter 25% push, and this is basically similar to this EQ here, but again with a little bit of like a presence bell. And with the build up, this is how it sounds like. Very in the background. Can you hear it? Alright, and then we've got low brass effect. I think I know where this one. This is with the verse, so this is how this sounds like. Again, just limiter. And then similar EQ curve on this one. No, oh fuck, I've opened the Frozo. This is the limiter for it. This is pushed to 100. My headphones being funny a little bit. Alright, now we've got the pulse, which is right here, starts from here. So we've got, again, this limiter I use on keys, as you can tell. Alright, so you're gonna see it a lot now. And I've used one knob. I used to use this a lot in the past, but I don't know, I think I was looking for a distortion, and I found this in the plugins, and I was like, holy shit, I haven't used this, and I put it on, and it was cool. And I think I've used it multiple times here. Some low pass filter, because I wanted it to be rounded, so I took anything that is sharp out, because I wanted the pulses to sound like a pill. You know what I mean? Like it has corners, like a pill. I didn't want it to sound like rectangles. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's for the pulses. And then what do we have? We have the transition. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think I had fun creating this one. So this is here. And this only has distortion on it, nothing else. To fucking hell, to 7.5. We've got bubbly ARP. This is the sound designy stuff that I've created. So let's see how that sounds like. I love this. Not the bubbly thing. The clicks. Can you hear the clicks? I love that. This has shimmer, and then just gain. Okay, and now we've got the second sound designy thing that I've done, which is this transition guitar effect sound thing that I've done. Right, so this has some automation on it. So first, this has archetype, Rabia, and Cone Destroyer synth is the preset. It shows here that nothing is changed, but I swear I've done something to it and I can't remember what. I don't think I would leave it like this, knowing me. Anyway, I mean, that's start with this and then you'll get something like that. And then, by the way, without the amp, this is how it sounds like. Just a guitar. Let me solo this and bypass these. This is how it sounds like. Just a guitar DI, right? So right now the that you hear is automating this guy, right? Cool. So that's all the synth stuff. Now we go to the easy bits, which is the drops and risers and stuff. So a lot of this has nothing really, just EQs. So on this, what are we gonna start with? Here it is. So I've got these 3 beats risers. Sorry, this one here. Cool. Okay, just some low pass filter to remove some harshness. Let me just see if there's any other EQ being done here. No, not on this one. Okay, so that's one, and then we've got another. No, fuck off. And then we've got another riser, 32 beats. This is for this section here, and I think it starts. Where does it exactly start? It starts from here, type of thing. Yeah. Starts from a little bit before, I think, here. This is how it sounds like by itself. Yeah. What's on this? Only Saturn, and I think I've used... Oh no, I thought I would use Saturn to EQ, but I didn't. So that's interesting. And this is on 50%, nothing else, just a gain adjustment here. This is very cool. Anyway, so... And then another 32 beats riser, which is here. And this one has same shit. Cool. All right. And then this, I think, is the one. Oh, this has an EQ here. Which is, if you want to see it for some weird reason, just like that. Nothing special. Okay, so this has nothing on. And then you've got reverse gong. This is the one I've done. So I've recorded this gong and I reversed it. This is what it sounds. I'm gonna put it with the gong, because there's nothing on them, so you might as well listen to them together. Okay, that's done. And then reverse crash also has nothing on it. This is I've recorded the crashes from the drums after I've mixed the overheads. So this is like a reversed mixed overheads, right? And I have it every time the crash 1 and crash 6 hit together. And normally I have crash 1 and crash 6 hit together at every at the first bar, the first hit of the first bar of every section type of thing. Not yeah. So let's say verse 1, psh, verse 1.5, bomb, chorus, bomb, right? Halfway through the chorus, bomb. Normally that's kind of like where I feel I do them. So that's actually, this indicates where they are because it's leading into them. And so, and then you've got reverse snare, which is, I think I took the rim shot and reversed it. So I recorded that rim shot, reversed it, and this is how it sounds like. Right, this is to create this effect, the effect that you can feel the hand hammering. Okay, this has OTT for some reason, granulizer, grungealizer, low pass, and black hole. I don't know what I've changed here, but it is, I probably changed the size. That's what's up on that one. And then you've got reverse guitar effect. This is leading into this section. So let me, here, watch. Right. I don't know if you can make what sound is what. This is the sound. And this is cool because on this one, I've put a delay that matches, where are you? Here, that matches this. So let me mute the reverse guitar for a second. I'm just gonna solo these, yeah? So this is the actual dropped guitar, but there's an automation on it for tremolo. Here. And no, not this one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Right, so here it's off, right? Boom, off. And when it gets to here, it turns on. So this obviously creates that effect. So what I've done is on the reversed guitar leading into it, this one, I've put a delay that matches that, right? So this is how it sounds by itself. Right. I've probably played with the mix until it until I found it, you know, balanced enough. What do we have next? Brahms. Okay, this one's cool. This, I had to tune it myself. So I think it came in C because my breakdown notes here were B. I had to put a pitch shifter and pitch it down until it's B, right? So this is where the Brahms happen. Let me just solo them. Saturn. Got this band lowered a little bit. Add this band up. Actually, no, I think this band is neutral. This is up. And this, which is the same distortion. I don't know. I think this is a mistake. 52. I don't think I meant to distort this 2% more than this. That's definitely like a mouse percent, or no, it's the same. So I probably distorted the entire thing and then splitted it and increased this. But yeah, but what I wanted to increase is this. So let me just solo this band. Pretty much most of the sound, except this. Right, I don't know if you're gonna hear this. Can you hear it? It's just a rumble. I didn't want that, so made a difference with it. And then we've got a pitch drop. Oh yes, this is obviously this sound. So this also I have really had fun creating. So this if you've seen the production session, you would have seen how I've done this. So the way I've done this is I went to, what's it called? Devastator from Keep Forest. And I've made like a cleaner version of this, right? And I've pitched it down. Like I've made a cleaner version, and I've automated the pitch with the sound pitch from Wave, and I've printed that. Then on the printed, I've also played with the sound again. So let me show you how the printed sound sounded like. This is what I've done with the original sound. Now I took this and did even more shit to it. So I've put first archetype. Wait for it to load. I hope it doesn't crash. Let's leave Cubase. Basically, I've put a guitar plugin, and I've only used the whammy, the octaver. This is what I wanted, the octaver. And I think the whammy is on falsetto. And then I've put Fab Filter on smooth amp, only this band. This band has nothing, I think it's not distorted. So this band only, 20% smooth amp, didn't touch a thing here. And this is what it gave me. Right, it's very Transformers. But what I wanted with this is because the guitars are gonna pitch down, everything is gonna pitch down, the bass, the guitar, everything, even the tempo is gonna slow down. I wanted to put like I wanted to design a sound that implies that this is what's gonna happen. So we're moving from this. Everything is down. Even the choir, I think, here are going really low. So if I go to the men choir, can you hear the like very not the la? If there's another layer, very very gloom. Very, very evil type of pitch. Alright, so that's most of the things. Now we just go to the impact stuff. I don't think there's anything on this except for this one. I think I was hearing a lot of scratches and hisses from this, but this is just the regular impacts. What section is this one? Right, and then next we've got Devastator. I don't think there's anything on this. Same impact, I think. Yeah, I've used the same impact sample. And then we've got an F sharp bass drop that I've made for the F sharp bit. And then we've got a B bass drop for most of the track. Right? I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else here. And that's the entire song. Some stuff you want to know maybe is the snare reverb. I don't know if I've done this with the stream, but this is how it sounds like. And it has this. Then we've got drum reverb. Something. Wait. That's too much, actually. Interesting. Oh yeah, this is the reverb amount. So this is actually what's happening in the reverb. Not a lot. Very simple. Okay, Bandmaster. I think you know this. Let me just see if there's anything. Okay, orchestral reverb. I'm using Japanese concert hall. Please tell me if put the mix on 100. Yeah, mix is on 100. And some EQ. Oh, muddiness and rumble. Bandmaster only has an OTT on a 5% only, so it's just a touch of character. And on 200% upwards, 0-100. 200% upward and 0 downwards. Compression. Orchestral masters got Soothe, Pro Q, nothing on this one. Multiband comp, but for the orchestra itself. Like this is an internal one, not an external one. See, all the bands are internal. OTT as well. This one is on 10%, same settings. So 10%, no downwards, just upwards. Track spacer, this is side chained from the band. Where is it? From here. From here, orchestra. I'm not gonna remove it, but one of this is for the for track spacer, and the other one, oh, here is track spacer, right? And this one is for the. I'll show you. This one is for this. Okay, and then we've got the production master. Has nothing on it. Only the track spacer from both of these this time. And multiband from both of these. Right, this is how they look like. And the settings of track spacers, a spacer is this. Okay. So one cool trick, and I think I've done that trick for the bass and the kick drum, is that if you put the attack and release all the way down, then what will happen is that track spacer will create a transient dip very quickly. We'll create it and let it go. If you make it like the attack, so you're creating it as soon as possible, and release, you're removing it as soon as possible. You're releasing it, obviously, but in another word, you're, you know, like removing the effect as soon as possible. And I think I've done this with kick to bass. Where did I do this? Kick to bass. I'm pretty sure I've done it. Don't know why I remember me doing it. Maybe it's kick to something else. No. Okay, I didn't do it in this track. Maybe I'm confusing this with another track. But normally I do that. It's weird I didn't do it here actually. It's very weird. Or normally I do snare as well. And that's it. Oops. 1 second. Shit. I've played with the stereo out. Alright, let's remove all of this because all of these are fucking my PC. So if we remove all of this. Okay, and then we have mix bus. So the mix bus is getting obviously SSL, comp, some high pass filter, Golfos, oh, and then a distortion, console distortion on 3 dBs. I've switched between these three, and I like this character the most for this track. I think last track I had this. I had this. I've never liked this, but I like this. Elavium, thank you so much for joining again. And by the way, apologies for dropping. I didn't actually drop. It just got disconnected. The stream got fucked. And then even shittier thing happened. I've obviously restarted. So number one, stream got fucked. So I've tried to readjust it, right? But nothing worked. Cubase is not opening again. OBS is not opening again. Okay, what should I do? Let me restart it. Boom, restarted it. I thought everything is good. I open Cubase, and then Cubase gets fucked. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I look, and it seems like, you know, on Windows, the icon that shows you that your Ethernet is connected, so you've got internet. It disappeared. Showed like I've got no internet. And I was like, that's weird. Let me fiddle around. Started fiddling around. Nothing happened. Restarted it again. And then I thought it happened. Like I've seen the icon that Ethernet is connected, and I've tried to go in Google and Discord and stuff just to see if the internet is working. Fantastic, no problem. Halfway then, I think I went to the bathroom. Came back. Boom, disconnected again. I was like, this is getting ridiculous. I was like, before I start the stream again, let me try again, and let me wait just to see. I don't want this to happen live, right? And then it seems like it didn't want to connect, and I had some issues and all of that stuff. So long story short is I went to the power line adapter that I've got the Ethernet cable from my living room downstairs to the studio here, and I've turned it off and turned it on, and hopefully it worked, fingers crossed. So I was like, I've waited a little bit, like half an hour, just to make sure that it's not gonna fuck up. Internet seemed stable, so I was like, all right, let me stream again. So here I am, right? So I just went through the entire mix. I'm just reviewing the master bus right now, the final stuff, the mix bus and the master bus, and then yeah, that's probably gonna be it. But I'm gonna play a snippet of the next song, so I'll close this session. Let me just go through the mix bus and the master bus, and then I will play a snippet of what's gonna be the next track. And yeah, I'm really excited for the next one as well. So, because you just came back, I'm just gonna repeat just the last few things. So all of the tracks in the session goes to either the band master, the orchestra master, or the production master, and then all of these three go to the mix bus. Mix bus has SSL, which is right here, high pass filter. As you can see, the preset is. I can't wait to hear the finished song. Already sounds fantastic. Yeah, so the finished song is actually sent to Spotify, and it's released on SoundCloud. And yesterday, I've sent it to a lot of Twitch reaction, like feedback reaction, and everybody got like blown away and stuff. But one feedback about it is that people really want me to get a vocal, and they want me to get like a serious vocal, not somebody who's training or something. So I'm gonna try to message some people that I look up to and stuff, and here in England, and see if it works. But I'll show you actually the final track. Let me just show you the settings of the master bus and the mix bus, and then I will show you the final result as well. So first thing on the mix bus is this SSL from Slate Digital. As you can see, I've made a preset called Joey Sturgis mix bus because I've copied these exact same settings from Joey Sturgis mastering video. And then we've got Golfos, some wizardry EQ type of thing on the master. These are the settings if you want to take them. Again, I've made this preset saved. Make sure you put this on make sure you basically put the range that this is gonna affect to your taste, right? So I've learned from a lot of people that are using this with good masters, like Nolly and a lot of other people. I think I've seen Rabia use this as well. They've put it around the high end area, so 7K up. So I've left it here. This is where I think sounded good. Again, the settings, and then you've got from waves the NLS distortion. When the album is done, I'm planning to do the same because I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just doing what tutorials say and adjusting things till it sounds decent. Well, to be honest with you, a lot of the record engineers that we listen to, they do the same because let's be honest, there isn't, well, there is, but you know what I'm talking about. There isn't like a school for audio engineering, right? There is a degree. Yes, you can. That is true. I actually know someone that went there, that went and studied that. But let's be honest, we both know that most of the record producers that we listen to, whatever band or artists you listen to, and the bands that I listen to, the record engineers that did their records, right? They didn't really study. They kind of like got it by, yeah. Everybody has a story, but the thing that you said, doing things or adjusting things till it sounds good, is basically what everybody starts with. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. So yeah, just keep doing it, man. Sounds so good to my ears, but it may sound bad to you, and it may bad sound to everybody else. No, I mean, if it sounds good to you, then that's it. To be honest with you, that's it. Now, here's the thing: when you get feedback, because I do this as well, there's two type of feedbacks. There's like preference feedback, and there is actual feedback. Like for example, the feedback that I got from all of the Twitch streamers that I've showed them this track, the released version. Not all of them, but most of them, especially one of them. I will show you actually the video. Is that I need a vocal, and if I get a vocal on this stuff, it will be really cool. I think that's more of a good, like, well, not a good feedback, but that's like a constructive feedback. But if somebody said, for example, I would rather you put more reverb on the orchestra, or for example, there is like like subjective type of feedback where it's like, okay, like you might show me your track and I might say, for example, oh, the snare doesn't sound good. Now there's two things: either doesn't sound good because it really doesn't sound good, or doesn't sound good because maybe I don't like high pitched snares or low pitched snares, depending on what type of snare you've put, right? Or let's say even worse, let's say you send me a genre that I don't understand, and I tell you there's too much bass, or there's too much clickiness, or there's too much, well, I don't know what, and I'll, you know what I mean? So only listen to the constructive feedback. Anything a little bit subjective, hear it out and take it into account. But yeah, my mix is fine, but my guitar sounds so incredibly raw. But that's probably my skill issue. Well, here's the good thing is that you know what you don't like, which is good, right? It's not like for example, if you said the sentence, but my guitar sounds so incredibly raw, but that's how I like them, then that's the type of music you want to do, no problem. But you're saying that this is where you have a problem with guitar tones, right? And this is good because now you can know what problem are you looking for feedback for. So let's say you send me your track now. We can review it if you want before we end the stream, and we see the guitar. We listen to the guitar tone, and if that's what you don't like, I can maybe try to tell you my opinion on it, or my opinion what to use and stuff. Yeah. Why don't you do this? Why? I'm just thinking of something. Why don't you send me the stems and we will play around with it? Like right now. If you can do it in 5 minutes. That'd be cool. If you can go to your DAW and send me the stems. Don't send me don't send me a clip. Send the stems. Like export the DI of the left guitar, export the DI of the right guitar, export the bass, export the drums. Put them in a file, upload them to Dropbox, send me the link on Discord, like now, and I will, yes, DI, and I'll open it here. We'll play around with it. What do you think? I don't know. That's up to you, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm open for it before we end the stream. I think it'll be cool. Never tried anything like this, to be honest with you. Coolio. All right. So anyway, distortion. This is the settings that I liked for the distortion. The mic one. Got Spike and Nevo. Obviously, this is Neve. I assume this is SSL, not assume 100% because I've got an SSL, what do you call it, interface here, and this is how the knobs look like. Give me a good while. I need to get it all exported. Yeah. Just export it, put it on Dropbox, and try just to export these elements, like not the no ambience, no anything. Just we just want to play around with these, and even the drums, if you can export it all together, like not every single, because obviously I'm not gonna mix it all. I'm just gonna play around with guitar plugins. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put it in Cubase and just play around with guitar plugins. That's it. Just to see if anything sounds good. But yeah, so that's here. Anyway, master bus, SSL again. Copy paste Joey Sturgis. This copy paste Joey Sturgis. This is not from Joey. This is Nolly. Joey, copy paste, and you adjust this depending on the track. This is from me, really. It's very popular, so I don't know who invented it. I mean, I've seen it a trillion times. But, and I'm not talking about the curve, I'm talking about the, like, you put a side and mid EQ in the master. Very popular. Basically, you remove some low end from the sides, and you remove some mid range from the mids. Well, not remove, but you kind of tame. Virtual mix rack, I think nothing is on here. Oh, yes, this is on a little bit. 1 dB on 12K. That's it. Nothing. This is not doing anything. And you've got ozone, and this is, I think, where the magic as well is. So you've got EQ. I don't know why 2 is before 1, but there you go. You've got some EQ rolling off some low end. I've never done this in a master ever before, but I've done it and sounded good. You've got here. This is doing nothing. This is minus 1 dB. This is minus like a quarter. I'm pretty sure minus 2, minus 0.2. Knowing myself, I would have put minus 0.25 because that's how normally I do. I work in increments of like quarter, half, 3/4. 1 dB shelf, 1500, and then removing some harshness, around 3K, just under 3K, and about 4K as well, some band. Like, it's all about, I don't know how I've came to this EQ curve, but that's what worked for me. And then after that, I've done a match EQ with Levitate from Bleed From Within, and this is the capture. And I have smoothing on to 50 and amount to 70. MP3 or OGG? No, wave. Export each one as wave. So I don't know what DAW you use. Go to your export Go to your export. Yes, wave. And make sure that each one of them are wave. So that's that. EQ1 doing nothing. Imager just mono down. Mono down. Low end is mono all the way down. Maximizer is for the limiting, final limiting. Really regular settings, really. I actually tried to turn this on. I never tried it before, but then I ended up turning it off. Oh shit. This shouldn't be on. The song is released now though, so it is what it is. And that's it. That's it. Tether is this settings. Right. Boom. I copied these settings as well from somewhere else. I think from Joey Sturgis as well. On here. And that's it. And that's the track. Now, let's hear the track. Let us hear the track. And I'm gonna show you the released version. I mean, we can play it here, but just for CPU stuff, let's hear it on SoundCloud. So you can also maybe give me a follow on SoundCloud. Here it is. I've heard this song 16,000 times now. In the past couple of days. So here it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that is the entire track. Right. So this would be the finale. What the fuck is playing? Wait. This would be the finale of this track, Royal Armiger Unleashed, on the stream. Thank you guys for watching me do this track for a few weeks. I think this took us 2 months on the dot, to be honest with you. So 2 months to release the track. Let's move to the next track. Let's close this. Okay. Let's open the new track that we're gonna work on. Dun 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 dun. So let us go to demo 17. Where do I send the link in Discord? Oh, okay, let me just choose a channel. Discord. Where is Discord? This is Discord. I need to open it as well because I need to open Discord as well to download your stuff. How many megabytes it is? Hope it's not a lot. God damn it, the internet's very slow when I do when I stream. Look how slow it is. Fucking hell. How am I gonna download your stuff? Actually, I don't think we need YouTube anymore. I might just stop YouTube. Yes, let's stop YouTube. Guys, if you're on YouTube, please move to Twitch. Links are in the description. Because to be honest with you, this video is gonna be on YouTube forever, and this segment of the video, I don't think it's relevant to the thumbnail and the title. I'm just gonna stop streaming in YouTube. I don't know why, but each track is about 7 megabytes. Okay, that's fine. No clue why, but maybe just delete the files after you're done. I think it's fine. 7 but 7 megabytes? Isn't that too low? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how long the track. I don't know how long the recording is. All right, YouTube folks, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you are live, move to Twitch. If you're watching this in the future, then I hopefully we'll see you in next video. Please make sure you subscribe and you follow us on Twitch as well.